ain't do this. I promise you ain't do that on God. Y'all heard, so a few of us have heard that. Put God in there. Please tell them not to do that. Because now, some of them ain't been raised right. But I'll be telling myself, don't do that. God ain't in what you're doing. You don't swear to God and do things like that. That's very, you damn yourself. Now, God may have mercy upon them for a while, because I see 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, they try to do that because they want to hear other people do it. They hear another ignorant person do it. And guess what? They start doing it themselves. But I said, don't do that. He don't have nothing. That's right. He don't have nothing to do with it. And really, they're doing themselves. And you know what? We have a few. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just telling you like it is. If you have some foolish people that still be foolish when they're in their 20s or even 30s and even 40s, 50s, that still continue to do things that they should not do. But folks, let's continue to warn people that, because part of our job is to be trying to pull people out of hell's fire. Amen. And some people, guess what? Don't ever grow up and have no foundation. Some people, I talk to some young people, they lose hope. And some young people that's into robbing people, stealing people, shooting. And when you go to them, and some people actually went to them and said, wait a minute, now you can change. You can change. Stop doing this or stop doing that. You ain't learning. You see your brother's already died, or you got a cousin that died from getting shot, or from what they doing, or you got a friend, you know, just went to jail last year. Some people to the point to where they see all the bad things going on and happening, and they see how death is running rapid, but they get to the point because they live in an environment, and sometimes you have to leave your environment too. They live in an environment where they see so many people die young. They think that it's for them too, because that's all they know. It's like there's some drug-infected areas or violent-infected areas. Yeah, I heard somebody tell me, yeah, I may not even make it to C30 if I continue to do a little bit. I don't care. This is just the way it is. Some people are so foolish to think that way. But we got to remind them, wait a minute now. I know everything is messed up in life and has been messed up in your life, but it's a better way. Don't get stuck in that train of thought that, guess what, this is how it's got to be, because that's not true. Everybody who's saved had to be delivered from something. Amen. That's right. Had to be delivered from something. Amen. But I'm so glad that God has enlightened us, and let's continue to pray, be the best witnesses we can be, so we can be used to be light for God and enlighten somebody else along the way. And we first start doing that, I don't care what we do, in the spirit of love. Because the first thing that people got to see that you care. A lot of people don't care about how much you know until they know how much you what? Care. That's right. So that's what we're going to do. Just like that young man I was telling you about, some of y'all about that was here a lesson or two ago, how he kept on preaching day after day, well, service after service, on John 3:16. And people kept on coming to God, because I'm sure when he preached John 3:16, that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, he preached it with conviction. He preached it with love. Because you draw more people with honey than you do with vinegar. Amen. So we got to remain confident. We got to remain faithful. I know so many people that ain't remain confident, ain't remain faithful. And God is faithful, but we got to continue to remain faithful. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6 says, this says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall what? Direct thy path. That reminds us, guess what? We have to keep God first and foremost. Yes. Continue to trust in him more than we do ourselves. A lot of people are lost because some of them even know about Christ, but they still trust in themselves more than God. But we know we got to turn everything over to the Lord and just go from there. Amen. So, y'all, we have to remain totally confident in God and trust in him. And God will work everything out for us. Amen. And we'll be where we need to be. Praise God in the end of all this right here. What we also got to do, y'all, the second point is this. We got to remain concentrated or remain focused. We got to remain focused. A lot of people lose their focus, lose their concentration. Remember one time when one of the disciples, and it was just after Christ had risen from the dead, a couple of disciples down in the water. And they looked out and they seen and noticed, guess what? They couldn't tell what it was first, but the Lord was out in the water. Then finally, when the disciples kept on looking, he realized that guess what, it was the Lord. Then he said, Lord, guess what, if it's you, bid me to come. And the Lord said, come on. And the apostles, the disciples started coming on, and he started walking. Everybody know about this, walking on the water. And he walking on the water. My goodness, what a miracle. Got his eyes on Jesus, but guess what? For some reason, he looked down, and guess what? Lost his focus, lost a little bit of his faith. So wait a minute, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can imagine somebody thinking that, and whoop, went down. Oh, help me, Lord, just an incredible miracle. Now you feel like you're about to die. Help me, Lord, save me. The Lord put him a savior there, but oh, you a little, guess what? Faith. All you had to do is kept on looking at me, kept on walking. The problem was, guess what he did? He lost his focus. He lost his concentration. Instead of continuing to focus on Christ, he probably get focusing on the water. Some people scared of heights, and you know what? What you tell them? Guess what? Don't look down. I guess the best thing you need to do, if you got to go up on that ladder, you got to get something done, keep on looking up. And when you come down, take your time real easy, step by step. But folks, we can't lose our focus. We can't lose our concentration. We can't finish and do the work of the Lord if we do that. Just like on our natural job. Sometimes on our natural job, you have to be focused. You know, if you lose your focus or your mind on something else, on something that's been going on home or outside the job, guess what? You can make more mistakes. Amen. But we got to stay sound. We got to stay focused. And one thing that helps us stay focused is what? We got to stay, like we're doing right now, stay in the Scriptures. Stay in God's Word. A lot of people don't do that. That's why a lot of people fall by the wayside. You got to keep on worshiping. You got to keep on praying. You got to keep on having devotion. You got to have more church, more than just coming here. You got to continue to have church on your own and pray on your own. And it's amazing, y'all, what a wonderful difference that you see in yourself. Prayer and coming to church, being faithful, constantly having devotion, you see how you get stronger and stronger. Month after month, you can constantly do it, year after year. Amen. It should astound people how you see how God continues to grow in you. Amen. But we got to let Him. A lot of people ain't let God do what He want to do in their lives. Because a lot of people don't want to turn everything over to the Master. But that's the best thing, guess what? We all can do is turn everything over to the Master.
Amen.
One time He told Joshua, and Joshua was called to continue to finish leading the children of Israel to the promised land. But in the first chapter of Joshua, the Lord one time reminded Joshua, says, do not let this book of the law depart from your mouth. He says, meditate on it day and night. We're supposed to constantly meditate on the Word of God as much as possible, so that you may be careful to do everything that's written in it. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out the mouth of the Lord. We got to constantly seek God. We got to constantly read so we get stronger and better. We got to, y'all, because our days are full of trouble. Our lives are full of temptations.
Yes.
If we're going to stay prayed up, if we're going to continue to keep our minds on the things of God, yeah, even if you have known God, you'll fall away. Just stay out of church at the time. The longer people stay out of church, guess what? The easier it gets for them to stay out. But guess what? The more you go to church, the easier it is for you to keep on. Amen. So today we talking about finishing strong, because I want people to keep on coming.
Glory.
How can you make the heaven? And some people do all kind of crazy things like this. Don't know how to live for God. So wait a minute though. Then when something happens to somebody, they will say, wait a minute, they was a good person. I think they're going to make it in the heaven. Now don't play Russian roulette with your life. Because the same way that God says we saved is that we do this. It tells us to repent. It says for us to acknowledge Him. The Bible says man must be born again. Marvel not, man must be born again of the water and of the Spirit. That's why we tell people it's important to be baptized in the wonderful name of Jesus Christ. That's the water. And He shall give you the gift of the Holy Ghost. That's the Spirit. Because you got to have power, you got to have anointing in order to live right, in order to do right. That's why too many people wasting their time sometimes going to church. Well, guess what? They're not filled with the Holy Ghost. The man up here on the podium not telling me he's filled with the Holy Ghost. And guess what? They go to church on a regular basis. But guess what? They're not changed. You know, they still gossip. They still, guess what? They still lie on folks. They still too selfish. They still backbite. They're still, guess what? Mess with somebody else's husband, mess with somebody else's wife. Because guess what? They don't have God on the inside though. You have to have God on the inside. That's what makes you a Christian. The baptism of the Holy Ghost. You just can't believe in God. I tell you all the time there's a difference between a believer and a Christian. All Christians are believers, but all believers are not Christians. Yeah, because you can believe on Christ, just like the devil does. The Bible says the devil believes in trouble, but he's not a Christian. Because what makes you a Christian is Christ's power anointed on the inside. That's why knowing about the devil don't make you demonic. What makes you demonic, guess what? When a demonic spirit is what is on the inside. You see the difference? Amen. But I'm glad, guess what? We know what Jesus is, and we know these truths have been enlightened. Yeah. But folks, we got to constantly, guess what? Think about things of God and constantly, guess what? Meditate on His Word. Now that takes discipline. Being saved takes discipline. We got to be disciplined to do right, even if everybody else doing wrong. We got to be disciplined, guess what, to pray for folks. When even if somebody lie on us or do us wrong, we have to be disciplined, guess what, to come to church sometimes we don't really feel like it. Because guess what, sometimes, you may come to church and somebody may need to hear your testimony. It may be more important for you than it is for me to be in that time. Because, my message sometimes I may give to you may be for you right now, or it may be for later. Only God knows. But sometimes you may come and the testimony you have today may be for somebody, guess what? Right here on that day. Only the good Lord, guess what, knows. So that's why everybody is important. Ain't no big eyes, ain't no little U's. Amen. Sometimes, a lot of people don't get this. Sometimes we all got to have somebody that we are accountable to keep us straight. I do this all the time on my job. If I run across a job, and I've did this a couple times, somebody that believes in the Lord, Spirit filled, sometimes we tell each other, hey man, if I stay or do something wrong, but sometimes you can stay or do something wrong and not really realize it until later. Something can slip by you. Sometimes, people see things a little clearer looking from the outside, looking in. Yeah. Sometimes it's good to have a good buddy. Sometimes you use their husband or wife for this. Sometimes people use a good friend in church, another good friend in church for this, help hold you accountable. I used to love church of old. This used to help people stay strong. Now some people quit going to a church. I ran into one lady that quit going to a church with the truth because of this. She didn't want to really living right. Now, if you ain't really living right, if you go to church and preach the truth like this, occasionally, people could call things out. People that really know God, guess what? God sometimes will show them things that you're doing right or wrong. You don't have to say nothing. I used to love church over when more people used to be living the way they ought to. Than when, guess what? Sometimes, I tell you, when I know I wasn't doing something right, if I felt I was off on something, I used to go to church, and sometimes I used to be nervous. Then we go to church in the truth, because I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm going to go ahead and get this straight. If they said something, they're going to say something. Evangelist so-and-so there tonight, or prophet so-and-so may be there tonight. And if I know I need to straight something, just go on, make sure I can start praying right then and there, because somebody may get what? Pick it up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I tell you, I went to one church and this man is not in the truth no more. I know he knows God. I know he's not better. He's a Catholic now. I ain't gonna call no name. He got a TV show. I love him, but he's not in the truth. He was preaching one day, and I was sitting in the back with two of my friends, Benjamin and Jonathan. I still remember it right now, just like it was yesterday. And the Spirit of God moved. I felt the Spirit of God, Presence of God, like filling us up. And Jonathan was feeling it. And his brother Benjamin was feeling it. And if I said, y'all, I see a few people in the back need to come up. Dog, I was sitting on the back row. Jonathan was sitting on the back row. God, dog, I know it's up, man. I feel it. I said, I don't want to go up there. Lord, no. I don't know what I'm going to do. I know I'm going to break down, act the fool or something. I mean, act the fool in a good way. The Spirit of God felt it coming over. I said, oh, this man, I got all in my business. That's right. That's right. I like that. But I ain't go up there that time. I was disobedient, y'all. But I felt bad. That's the last time I was disobedient to church. I went back to church later on. I walked back to church, and the church was closed. I said, I ain't going to do that no more, Lord God. I'm going to go on up the next time. Because I felt bad. See, the Spirit will convict you when you do something wrong. I said, they call me up. I don't care what happened. So that's why sometimes in church, and it's hard being on, sometimes especially if you're a musician, or sometimes if you're a teacher or preacher sometimes, but you got to get, sometimes in some of our messages, we break down and cry sometimes. Sometimes we may run, sometimes we may shout, sometimes we may lose it. But that's okay as long as you losing it in God. Yeah. Amen. Glory. So sometimes it's hard for some people to let go, but you got to let go and let God, because you won't be free. See, sometimes God want to loose people or something. Sometimes the enemy try to, even once you be delivered one time, he'll try to bind you up again. Amen. So that's why you got to stay strong in your praying and your worshiping and keep on moving forward. And so that's why we get to have people that make you accountable. But I love it. More churches is too watered down these days. I love it. Guess what? We used to go to church, and sometimes, guess what? You have to sit there. A good mother of the church be like this. Come here. Be like, oh Lord, what it is. I need to tell you something. You need to slow down. You need, okay. Are you talking about? God showed me you need to stop doing it. They'll tell you exactly what you've been doing. And you ain't told them nothing. Now you know that God. But see, that people that anointed. See, them people, prophets, I love it. That's why we welcome prophets here. Amen. I'm telling you, it's a good thing. But you know, some people have been doing wrong. They'll leave a church like that and go somewhere where it ain't down there. Because if they don't want to do nothing right, they don't want people to keep on calling them up. Well, wait a minute, why ain't no need of going over there? Because you know you ain't right. You can't run from God. You know what I'm talking about? You might well that they used to make us do. All right. You know, you fell a little bit. But it's all right if you fall, we can get back up again. The Bible already says the righteous man may fall down 7 times, but we know how to rise back up. We know how to be like David. Lord God, I'm sorry. Lord God, help me. I know I messed up. I know I let this slip. Or Lord God, I know last night I should not have did this or that. And guess what? You continue to grow. People think they could be like Jonah and run from God, run from what's right. Yeah, you can't run. You can't run fast enough. God got the whole world in his hands. Amen. People just need to keep kicking against the prick and just do what thus saith the Lord. Mother likes to love it. If a young lady used to come up there and she used to be showing too much leg or too much sleeve, you can forget about that. They'll wrap them around you. Some places used to be so strict. I like it in a sense. Some people want to get in the world legalistic, some people over the top. But I'd rather people be a little too strict than a little too loose. Most places are a little too loose. You know what they used to have? One place used to have one bitch said, I toned down there, but when one used to come and she wasn't covered up right, they used to have some extra clothes. Ursula, hey mother, hey, get with little sister over there, wrap her up. I don't care if you was going to stay, guess what, you have to cover up a little bit better. I like that.
Oh yeah.
I think y'all think that's too strong. See, a lot of people ain't going to make it with God because some people just want you to talk about faith and happiness and heaven and blessings, they handle that. But when you tell them, hey, now y'all, let's try to do our best to be holy. You know, we serve a holy God, or let's try, y'all, not to quit serving God once you get chastised. Them hard things. And see, a lot of people leave real quickly when it gets to the hard things, but we got to take it all. Because sometimes when things first hit us, and it says the word of God, it be, I don't know why I'm going here, I wasn't even planning on talking about this part, it be bitter. Yeah, sometimes when somebody tells us something, it may be true, it may be right, we may not want to hear it may be bitter. But guess what? If we let it go down and digest it, what it becomes? It becomes sweet. I like people like that. I'm glad I ain't gonna lie y'all. I went to church some days, I went to some service in the houses. I was scared. I went to church scared. Have anybody here ever went to church scared? I'm be honest with you. And that's good. Because you know what? If I'm messing up, I want to get it straight right now.
Yeah.
If you're going to leave you with an unrepentant sin, guess what? You in trouble. So I don't care what people think about me. I want to get it straight right now. So when I close my eyes for the last time, and y'all look at me and they catch me whatever, y'all say, well, I know he was ready to go. And I can say the same thing about y'all. Amen. Too many people wrapped up in how they think about how other people going to perceive them, or what somebody else going to say. I know I ain't no correct English, but if we say I ain't said what nobody else said, I got to make sure I'm ready when my eyes closed from the last time. Rock a baby. Clap for me. Let me hide myself in thee. One day God said we're going to take that fleeting, that last, Lord have mercy. That's all right though. We got life, we will rise again. Just like Lazarus, new Lord, amen. Oh, don't fret now. She said, She said, Lord, if I know there's such thing as resurrection. Lazarus knew about the resurrection. No, Lazarus was my friend. So I said, wait a minute, I always remember that the Lord I've served that. I can call him, he's my father and your father, but I also call him a friend. He was Lazarus, not only Lazarus' father, but also his friend. He said, now I am the resurrection. Martha and Mary, let me show you something. I am the resurrection. I can do this right now. Lazarus, come on. Amen. This make me, I got to finish my course. We're going through some hard things in this life, but it's going to be all right.
Oh, yeah.
There was one real good deacon one time. There was in the early church, his name was Stephen. Everybody know about Brother Stephen? He was deacon, he was a real good man. Know what they were doing? They were stoning. Evil men were stoning Stephen because he believed in the Most High God. Because he called upon Jesus. They were stoning Stephen for no reason. Stephen about to take his last breath, take his fleeting breath. But he had the rock of ages on his side.
Glory.
Oh my goodness. It was all right though. As he was taking his last breath, and as they were stoning him with a stone, he looked up and guess what? He seen heaven open up to him. He seen, guess what? I can imagine him seeing the angels. And oh my goodness, heaven just opened up to him. It's all right, Stephen. The world can't do you no harm, but you know, Lord. Come on in. You can usher up in this better place. Come on, let me show you a little bit about the third heaven. See, he finished his course. He kept the faith. Folks, we got to do that. It's fine, it's hard sometimes. Y'all, especially young people, don't get caught up in what everybody else doing. Be different. Be different. Don't be ashamed of what we're teaching you. Don't be ashamed if when you just somewhere somebody said this is a little old fashioned. Now we gonna get to heaven. Don't worry about somebody saying, well, you seem like that because like me ain't cool. Everybody else, guess what? Everybody else is drinking. Everybody else is, guess what? Everybody else is trying to copy the pill. No, it ain't working. One of the ladies told me when she said when I was growing up in holiness, when I was growing up in the truth, one time I got to a place where they dropped a whole lot of cocaine right down on the table. Everybody else started using it. But for some, I guess it was the way I grew up in holiness. I knew it wasn't right. Some told me, and some restrained me and said, no, don't do it. Some told me to just get ready, guess what? Get ready to move. And I didn't do it. I was the only one that didn't do it. And we said, we know what that was. We was just God. Because from the Word of God, the Holy Ghost gets what to convict us. And sometimes when we witness to other people, the Bible says the Holy Ghost constrains the love of God, constrains us, should make us want to tell people what it takes to be saved. Or should make us and put a burden on our heart to want to shake somebody, guess what? When they're going the wrong way, so to speak. And I was just saying, praise God, that's God. Amen. You decide to go a different way, not to go the way the majority is, not following crowd, but like we tell a lot of our kids and great kids, have your own mind. Amen.
Glory.
Amen. But folks, we got to stay concentrated, we got to stay focused on the Lord.
Yeah.
It tells us how we got to abide even in the vine. That means abide in God. It says if you abide in Him, guess what? You'll be very, guess what? Fruitful. God don't want us to be saved just so we can not go to hell. Yeah, that's part of it. But He saved us, guess what? So we can be a blessing to other people. So we can work in the church and ministry, do something to help somebody else. Amen. We do that in various ways. All of us could witness. I don't care what God's called you, your gift to be, to witness. And all of us are called to praise Him. So there's some certain things all of us have in common. So we just remember that. And the third point I'm going to make is this. We've just got to continue to contemplate. That means constantly be mindful of, or in other words, never always envision what God has for us. We can't lose sight of our reward that's ahead of us. The Bible tells us that a man without a vision perishes for lack of knowledge. See, when people don't have a vision of God, are ignorant to the things of God, guess what? They doing the will of God. So what's going to happen is, guess what? They ain't going to get this everlasting life with the Lord that they should have, because guess what? They don't have no purpose. They don't know their purpose is in God. They don't have no vision. Guess what? So, oh my goodness, they're just gonna perish. Sooner or later, they're gonna come to know. But folks, we always got to keep the prize, keep our eyes on the prize, so to speak, and the promises of God that He has for us. Amen. He has many, many wonderful promises for us. So we got to continue to maintain, guess what? Our vision.
Right.
Churches got to have vision. Companies got to have vision. Even somebody working for themselves, if you don't have a vision or plan of what you want to do or how you want to get there, guess what? You're going to fail. So guess what? We all got to continue to keep a wonderful vision of what God has for us and continue to work towards that. A strong finisher is a person also that contemplates or envisions their future. You got to see yourself being filled with the Holy Ghost for a few of us that don't got the baptism of the Holy Ghost for the ability to speak in tongues. You got to see yourself receiving it. You got to believe and know, guess what, it's for you. And guess what? If you still seeking it, if you still ain't receiving it, you will get it. As your faith is, so shall it be unto you. Just like basketball players, envision, guess what? Them having good games are the ball going to basket a lot of times. That's what they do. And guess what they do that because they even know it'll be more likely for it to happen. Football players, if you're a receiver, you envision, guess what? Catching the winning pass, the touchdown pass, they're gonna win. That's people do that. People that sing or dance before they get up there and sing of that, they envision, guess what? Getting a standing ovation. They see they trying to set themselves up for, guess what, success and not for failure. Amen. So we got to continue just to envision good things and wonderful things. So I'm going to remind you of something. We got God on our side. Yes. The work that He has started in us, He's going to complete it till the end. And sometimes, guess what? God has to smooth some things out. Everything, we have a vision or just start working for God, sometimes everything going to be smooth sailing. But we got to continue, guess what? Just to believe in God and go through some bumps in the road, so to speak. Everything will work out, but let's continue to have and maintain the faith we have in the Lord. The Bible tells us this, it says, now therefore is laid up for me a crown of righteousness. This was who hold on to the end. Now is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day, and not to me only, but also to all who have longed for His appearance. I'm glad we people are seeking His appearance, awaiting God's appearance. We should always be doing that, because guess what? If we lose sight of what God's doing, if we lose sight of His word and get wrapped up in sin with being faithful, death will slip up on us. And guess what? We're lost. When guess what? We should be found. There's no reason that we shouldn't stay where we were. But folks, I'm going to tell you, we got help. We got angels on our side. No, Lord, too, we got angels on our side. We got these ministry spirits helping us. Some people don't even know it, but that's true. And as I get ready to wind down, as I talk about these angels, Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 through 2 says this. 1 and 2 says this. It says, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, that means, guess what? So great a cloud of witnesses, this means spiritual witnesses that we don't see. They ain't talking about natural means. They're talking about the Lord. He's on our side. They're talking about angels and angelic hosts. Like I mentioned to some of you before very recently, one time there was a prophet. He had many enemies. He looked outside the house he was in, and his enemies surrounded him. He didn't panic. He didn't fret at all. He was cool and calm and collected because God was on his side. He saw that his spiritual mind, he saw he had such a cloud of witnesses around him. His servant wasn't where he was, that in the faith wasn't as mature as he was. He looked out and he